called the Negroni. It originates from 1927 also. I originally thought it came from the 1940s, but I was doing reading and apparently it comes from 1927. Now, as the story goes, the Count Negroni came into a bar in Florence. I had a drink in Paris where which was like an Americano but stronger and had no soda, and it was delicious. I'm guessing he was referring to Bouvardier. So the bartender in Florence, rather than adding soda, added gin and called the drink the Negroni after the Count of Negroni. A glass full of ice. Now, the original recipe again has 1 ounce of gin, 1 ounce of Campari, 1 ounce of Martini. We are going to do 20 mils of gin, 20 mils of Campari, and 20 mils of Rosso Vermouth. Now, I personally like to use Bombay because it's got a it's not too over the top in juniper, and it's got plenty of citrus notes, and it's just a well-rounded gin which I feel goes very nice in a Negroni. So that is the standard we are using. But guests might ask for something else. Look, you can also offer things like Sipsmith, goes very well because it's very citrusy. Things like Stranger and Sons has got a nice citrus and nice spice finish, which is also going to go well. My personal preference, I recommend we use Bombay Sapphire, but ideally you just want to be using something that's citrus forward. Okay. Now, the original version of this cocktail was not built over ice, it was built neat. However, here in the Blue Bar, we make our Negronis over a chunk of ice. We stir the drink around about 15 to 20 times.
How many times is it?
15 to 20 times. Stirring it over an ice chunk. Now, the reason that this drink is so popular today is there is an extensive number of Italian bartenders. You guys aren't really going to experience it here so much in India, but you go to Australia, you go to America, you go to Europe, pretty much every bar seems to have an Italian working in it. And Italians, like French people, are very they love promoting their products. So, if you go back when I first started bartending, sort of 25 years ago, pretty much every bar in the world had an Australian behind it. Australians these days have been replaced by Italians. So everywhere you go is Italian bartenders, and Italians promoting Italy and their brands has led to the Negroni becoming one of the most popular cocktails in the world. So, cheers, the Negroni.